Well, now that God has given his law, he has said it so far, now he wants to write it down. And so now this week, this is what happens while Moses goes up into Mount Sinai. Moses went up into the mountain where God was going to give him the law written down on tablets of stone. God was going to write it with his own finger. Can your finger write in stone? Mine can. If I was trying to write in the stone, my finger would just get hurt. But God's finger is so powerful, he can write in stone. He said, I'm going to write in stone the law that I said up there a few days ago. Moses, come on up here. And so Moses took his friend Joshua, who was his assistant, and they went up into the mountain. And while they were going to be gone, they said, Aaron, that's Moses' brother, right? They said, Aaron, you're in charge. If there's any trouble, people should come and talk to you about it. And Aaron said, okay, I'll do my best. And so now we're going to see what happens during the time that Moses is gone, while the children of Israel are waiting and waiting and waiting for Moses to come back. We're going to see our friend Timnah. She's been one of the children of Israel that's been trying to learn more about God. And we're going to see somebody you guys haven't seen in a while. There was somebody we saw, a few months ago. His name was Jambres. He was the chief priest and magician in Pharaoh's court in Egypt. He was one of the main guys who was trying to tell Moses, you're a liar. God's not powerful. Our Egyptian gods are more powerful. Yes, I understand. Now, just be quiet, please, while I explain. Thank you, Alia. He was the man who was trying to block the people from believing Moses. But then at the end, he started to realize God is more powerful. And he even wanted to go and hide in one of the Israelites' houses so the angel wouldn't get him during the Passover. And so that's what he did. And now he's come along with the Israelites out into the desert. And we're going to see what he has to say too. Okay? So I think Miss Timnah is going to come out in just a moment.
I really want to pray to God, but it's so hard. I can't see him. You know, it's really hard to pray to someone you can't see. I mean, like the Egyptians, they had all these gods, and you know, they were really weird looking. They had like one with the head of a frog and the body of a man, and they would pray to him, and then they had the head of a dog and the body of a man. They had all sorts of weird gods. But at least you could see them. Oh.
See. And that's my point right there.
Oh, hi, Jambres.
Hey there, Timnah. So
What happened to your stick? That's kind of short for you.
I know. It's the best one I could find. I used to have a really nice one. But then when I was in Egypt and I threw my nice staff down and turned it into a snake, Moses' staff ate my stick up. And now that's the best I got, just a short one.
Oh.
Anyhow, what I was saying was,
yeah,
you can't see Yahweh. And that, I think, is a big problem. You know, I got to say, I admit Yahweh is powerful. I've seen his power. And I believe in him now. You know, he was powerful and sent all those plagues on my country. And he was merciful to me too. You know, he could have said, no, you can't be saved from the angel that's coming at Passover. But he let me hide in the house of the Israelites who would put the blood up on the doorpost. And now I can come along with you guys. That's great. And I love him for that. But I'm a little confused. How come Yahweh says, don't make any graven images? No statues, no idols. I mean, that makes it so hard. It's just hard because you can't pray to what you can't see. I just don't understand that.
Moses is supposed to be coming down any moment, so maybe we can go ask him.
All right, well,
let's see
hopefully he'll show up. I think that's a good question to put to the man.
It's been a whole month. And Moses is still not down from Mt Sinai.
Where is that man?
I can't believe it's been so long. And there's like lightning on top of the mountain.
I know.
Those dark clouds.
You can't see anything through that. How do we even know he's still alive up there?
He didn't take enough supplies to last him all month long.
Yeah, you take a lot of supplies to last in the desert. I mean, it's been 30 days. You've got to have lots of water. You got to have food. You know what? Maybe he's dead. I don't know.
I don't know. But if Moses isn't coming back, who's going to talk to God for us? I mean,
that's a hard question.
He was the one who would do that.
He could see God.
Yeah?
But we can't see God, and so, yeah, what are we going to do? You know what? I think that's a big problem, actually. See, again, we need a God we can see. If Moses was the guy who could see God, and then we could see Moses. We could touch him. We could know he was there. We could see him. Well, that made it easy, but without a God that we can see, I'll tell you, we need something to lead us. I mean, if Moses is dead, I bet you he is dead.
You don't know that he's dead.
Okay, maybe he's dead. But then what? We're just going to follow a cloud around or something? Just wander through the desert, go where the cloud goes?
Kind of what we've been doing so far.
Nah, I've been following Moses. I don't know about that cloud. I don't know. We need someone to lead us or something to lead us. We could have a thing.
Aren't we supposed to talk to Aaron? He's in charge now if we have any problems or questions.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go talk to Aaron. I've got some ideas that I think Aaron will really like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've got smart ideas. Good old Egyptian ideas.
Really?
Yes.
A golden calf?
It's a great plan.
Why would Aaron take all our gold jewelry and make a gold calf and tell us that was God?
Because Aaron is a good leader. He's got a smart brain. He listens to smart people like me, and I give him a great idea. You know, if we've got that nice calf, well, it's going to be great. We'll be able to see what God looks like.
I'm pretty sure that Yahweh does not look like a cow.
How do you know? You've never seen Yahweh. That was part of your problem right there. Remember?
That's true. I've never seen God, but and sometimes when I'm feeling really sinful and bad, I don't really want to see him. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't look like a cow.
No. You have no way of really knowing. Anyhow, Aaron is the one who said, Moses isn't here, God isn't here. Aaron said that this is our God. He took the gold, he carved it into a nice, beautiful, big golden calf. It's so cute. It's got big old eyes. And he said, this is your God, O Israel. This is the God who brought you out of Egypt. This is the God that we're going to have a party for tomorrow. Woo!
But God said, don't you remember in his 10 commandments, he said, don't worship any other gods before me. And he also said, don't make any graven images. And just because a man, even if he is a leader, says something different, that doesn't mean that God's law is just like magically gone or
Stop
changed.
worrying so much. Stop thinking so much. Let's just relax. Let's have a good time. A party is coming. We haven't had a party in like forever. And when we have that party, I've got some really good stuff that's going to make this party awesome. I've got this drink you're going to really like. It's so good. It's just tasty and then it goes down in your belly and it's like, ooh, I like this. Oh, you're going to have a great time.
Oh, that's terrible. I can't get the taste of that round of gold from out of my mouth. Oh.
How can he do that?
That was horrible.
How could Moses just come down and interrupt our innocent party like that? We were just having a nice party around a beautiful little calf, and then he comes down and grinds up our golden calf into powder, and then you know what he did with it? He puts it in our water supply. He contaminated our water supply, and he makes everybody drink gold mixed into water, and it tastes terrible.
Innocent party?
Yes.
Were you here with me? We were dancing, we drank alcohol and got drunk. We were fighting. That was no innocent party. And by the way, where did that alcohol come from?
Well, I just happened to have some in my tent. I think it must have it was in the bottom of my suitcase from when we left Egypt.
Innocent party. I mean, no wonder when Joshua came into camp, he thought we were like fighting enemies to a big battle. He looked so worried.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm worried about is Moses. He's got a temper problem. He came down and he had those beautiful carved stone tablets with God's law written on them, and he threw them down. He broke God's commandments right on the ground.
Because we broke God's commandments first. God had told us just a few days ago. I can't believe I listened to you. He told us not to have any other gods before him, not to make any graven images. And why did I even listen to you?
Listen.
We were worshiping a thing. I mean, it was just made out of gold.
Right, and he could have at least had the decency to give us our gold back. I mean, he ground it up into powder. He ruined the gold. I had donated some beautiful gold bracelets. My mother gave them to me. They were handed on down from her great-grandmother.
No. Listen, if that calf really was a god who could do something, who could hear us, who could see us, He could have stopped Moses from grinding him into powder and throwing him into the water. That's just a thing. I can't believe I let you talk me into worshiping that. That's not God. Oh, my husband always tells me, tonight you need to have more faith. You need to trust God more, even if you can't see him. And I have such a hard time with that. But you know what? I think I need to repent, to say I'm sorry to God. I broke his law.
So what, you're just going to talk to him or something?
Yeah, I can just pray to him.
Okay, yeah, but see, that's the whole problem right there. You started this whole thing off by saying you wanted to pray, but you couldn't see him. So how are you going to pray to him when you can't see him? And also, this is the same Yahweh, by the way, who's pretty mad at you right now because you broke his commandments. Mm-hmm.
Even if I can't see God, he can see me. And, he has the right to be angry with me. I broke his commandments. Only a couple days after he had told me what his commandments were. But you know what? I remember the promise he made to Jacob. He said, I am with thee in all places whither thou goest. And that's a promise for us too. So I'm going to pray to God, and I'm going to tell him I'm sorry, because I know he can see me, and I know he can hear me. God, I'm so sorry that I broke your commandments. I should have never listened to Jambres. I should have, you gave me your commandments, Lord. I should have never partied and drank alcohol.
Praying to a God you can't see?
A golden idol.
How can she even do this? There's no God here to see. This is weird. I'm leaving.
Even if I can't see you, Lord, and I pray that you forgive me. And you help me each day to believe in you more and to follow you wherever you lead me. Amen. So can we talk to God wherever we are at? Whenever we want to? Can we? Do we have to be kneeling down to talk to God? No, we don't have to. Do we have to be closing our eyes and folding our hands to talk to God? No. Sometimes that's good to do, right? Like when you're in church or Sabbath school or at worship.
But not when you're driving.
But not when you're driving. Very good. You don't want to close your eyes when you're driving, right?
Yeah, you were strong.
Yeah. But you can talk to him even if you can't see God. Can God see you? Yeah. And can he hear you? Yes, he can hear you. So you can talk to him wherever you're at. You could be playing with your toys. You could be playing with your toys, and you can just stop right there and just say in your head, Jesus, thank you for my toys. Help me to share with others. Thank you that you love me. And you could just talk to him about your favorite toy. Jesus, this is my favorite toy. You know what's a really good thing to do? Have you ever tried to just imagine that Jesus was right beside you, whatever you're doing? Like maybe you're eating breakfast, and you could set a table for Jesus. And imagine that he's right there eating breakfast with you. And you could just talk to him about your day. Or maybe you're playing with a toy, and you could imagine Jesus is right there playing with you. And you could tell him about whatever's bothering you. Or maybe you're laying in bed, and you can imagine Jesus is right there, sitting on your bed, listening to you. You can tell him whatever's bothering you. About school, or if something's going on with your parents, or maybe your brother or sister, or your friends, and you can just say, Jesus, this is what's going on. And he hears you, and he loves you. God is always there by your side, listening to you. Right? Yeah. I hope Tina finally learned her lesson, that she can trust God no matter what happens. So let's do a quick prayer, and then you can go to your lesson, okay? Father in heaven, we thank you that you can listen to us wherever we are, whatever we're doing, Lord, that we can just lift up our voices to you. Imagine that you're by our side, and just talk to you as we would talk to our friend, Lord. Help us to do that, Lord. Thank you that you're willing to help us with whatever problems we have, Lord, no matter how small or how big. Thank you that you love us that much. In Jesus' name we pray.